As the morning sun rises over the hills of Bungoma County, the vibrant heartbeat of Webuye begins to thrum. From above, the colorful tapestry of Webuye market comes to life.
What I've learned from Webuye Town ni kwamba hapa hakuna ile dhana ya ukabila, no tribalism at all, kwa sababu hapa utakutana na Mkikuyu, utakutana na Mjaluo, kuna Mluya, kuna Msomali, yani generally tribes zote, hata paka kuna wale wanabiashara from other countries ambao wamefika katika mji huu. Kwa hiyo unaweza nifungia kama mbili hivi.
Stalls open, traders hustle, and the pulse of trade begins its daily rhythm. This is no ordinary market. This is the soul of a town that has endured war, built industries, and embraced transformation.
From the western part of the mountain, this is where Webuye Town imegrow. Na unavyoangalia under the shades, there's a lot of vendors ambao wamefika eneo hili angalau kutafuta mtaji wao wa siku. These business people comes from different parts of the country.
So what I can speak about admissions, we do admissions twice in a year. We have the March intake and then we have the September intake.
Lohoba is within Webuye Town, in Maraka Ward, under the county government administration. So my major role is just to represent the government agenda on the ground. And when I talk about government agenda, we are talking about county government.
So here at Webuye KMTC, we are offering different courses in our 4 main departments. So our 4 main departments is the nursing department. We have got the Department of Clinical Medicine. We have got Department of Health Records and Information Technology. And our last department is Department of Health Promotion and Community Health.
So Pan Paper itself was located here because there was a railway line, there was cheap source of water from River Nzoia, there was the Northern Corridor Highway or the Great North Road from Cape Town to Cairo through Webuye, built by an engineer called Cascon in 1954.
Welcome to Webuye, where history meets resilience and every corner tells a story. To understand the story of Webuye, we must travel back to 1895. Atop the fortified hill of Chetambe, Bukusu warriors made their last stand against a heavily armed British expedition. This place, known as Olkobalua Chetambe, was surrounded by a stone wall 12 feet high and 12 feet deep with the 6 strategic gates. Led by local hero Chetambe Ifile, the Bukusu resisted the colonial onslaught bravely, though the battle ended in tragedy with many Bukusu warriors perishing and others captured. Their spirit of defiance ignited a legacy of resistance that still echoes in the voices of Webuye people today.
And from there the upper center started developing, which made other facilities to be developed, like the hospital, which is commonly called as Nyayo Hospital because it was built during President Moi's era. It is a level 4 hospital. Other factors which came in social development, the opening of Masinde Muliro University campus next to Pan Paper Mills, the opening of the MTC courtesy of the former MP, Iskari Kombo. And then other many medical facilities apart from the government ones have made the town to grow. In 2012, and paper collapsed. The Oriental and paper mills from India withdrew, and the machines remained silent. People who were employed remained redundant. The town went through the downhill upheaval. Although it was in 2016 it was leased to a new investor, it has not started milling papers at the same rate it was. But the town now is growing on its own investors, not necessarily attached to the pan paper. The improvement of transport, especially expanding the North Corridor Highway by making a wall, making a bridge, a flyover bridge and roundabout. The town has now expanded to Dina, to T Junction, to Wanainji and the Sango. And plans by the county government is to make it a municipality next month. When it's given municipality status, it will even grow much faster. And that's the town we have. Geographically, Webuye lies at an altitude of 1,500 meters above the sea level. It enjoys warm temperatures ranging from 16 degrees centigrade to about 28 degrees centigrade. The soils are very fertile. Humidity is high, which stimulates many people to settle here. So there are many settlements in Webuye, and it is on the growing trend. Plans are that SGR is going to pass here, and I think it will grow much faster than what it is.
So my work on the ground here is to make sure that we have accessible roads, we have clean water, we have medication, proper medication. Our people are getting services in terms of medication. Our hospitals have drugs. We have ECD centers, eye centers, the schools, the nursery schools under the county government. That is basically what we normally do. In terms of agriculture, it is devolved, it's down here. I make sure that our people are getting it right when it comes to agriculture and many other things. When it comes to security, we make sure that we have security lights, street lights, and many others. In terms of trade, we make sure that our people are doing business. We give loans, and His Excellency the Governor committed himself when he was coming to office that our people, small business people, scale business people, will be given something called trade loans, and it's down here on the ground. Our people we give them trade loans, soft loans. They do business, and that's why Webuye, you can see Webuye is vibrant in terms of business, because we have empowered our people, our mama mboga. They are doing business down here, and that's basically what we normally do. And many other functions devolve the county government. And also, we coordinate revenue collection within our areas. Yeah, revenue collection, as you can see, Webuye is very busy. So one of my duties to coordinate the revenue collection in the Department of Revenue. So I oversee the revenue collectors in my area of jurisdiction. I make sure people pay taxes. I make sure people have licenses for their businesses and many other things within the county government.
Therefore, generally, Webuye Town, with the rapid growth, just after the Industrial Revolution, na basi ndo Webuye imekuja na imekuwa kama town kubwa sana. Kwa hiyo, we are hoping in the coming years there will be a very big change and a difference in this town in terms of development, because ukiangalia other sites there's those structures ambazo zinajengwa. Kwa hiyo bado this town is growing, and this is where business or vendors wanakaa sana. Ukiangalia kila mtu wako busy, wale wanachagua vitu zao wananunua, na hivi ndo Webuye ipo kwa sasa hivi na ina grow.
But with growth came challenges. By the early 2000, Pan Paper was in trouble, plagued by corruption, mismanagement and mounting debt. In 2009, the lights went out. The mill was shut down over an unpaid electricity bill of close to over 209 million. Thousands were left jobless. Webuye fell into silence. In 2016, hope flickered again. The government sold Pan Paper to the Rai group of companies for close to 900 million. Renamed Rai Paper, the factory resumed partial operations but on a small scale, employing only 500 people. The scars remain and many workers are still awaiting their dues.
The earlier owners were Indians, not the Chinese, but the rate is different. When Pan Paper was owned 25% by the Kenya government and 75% by the Orient Pan Paper from India, employment was very high. And many people moved from many parts of the country to come and get employed here, those who are qualified. But when Rai came on and they took over, it's just a skeleton of people who are there. Because I doubt if it's making many papers. I think it's only making hardboards and the cheap woods. Otherwise, it may not be producing any paper. So level of employment is very low compared to the previous entrepreneurs.
Webuye's development wasn't just industrial. Its location along the Kenya-Uganda Railway transformed it into a regional transit hub. Goods flowed, people migrated, and the town sprawled.
Ukipita kila sehemu ya Webuye Town utapata kuna wale wanabiashara ambao wanafanya biashara mbalimbali, na this is good sababu inachangia sana to the growth, rapid growth of this town, and generally Webuye is growing to be a very big town because kuna zile services zote, sababu tunapata those farmers bring the produce from the farm, wanakuja wanauza eneo hili. Kuna wale wanabiashara kutoka maeneo mbalimbali, mtu ametoka kule let me say the coastal region, they come here to trade. Most of the commodities here comes from the city and many other regions. Kwa mfano ukiangalia most of the clothes here zinachukuliwa maybe Kigomba kule maeneo mengine, na basi zinakuja zinauzwa hapa hii sehemu ya this town. Therefore, generally Webuye Town is growing to be a very big and a large town in the years to come. Yeah, therefore it has helped a lot because those farmers coming from their produce, they bring their produce to this market and they give vendors sell their produce here, and also there's those business people from different regions, they come into this place to do the business. Therefore, generally Webuye has grown. Webuye has opened job opportunities to many of Kenyans, because when you look around here you see hundreds of people coming to trade, coming to do business here, living around this region, because the climate is also friendly, because at the moment we're experiencing high temperatures, but we have clouds. Therefore, these business people, they are under clouds. They're doing the business under clouds. Therefore, the climate is a little bit friendly.
My name is Nathan Masengeli. I'm currently the principal KMTC Webuye. And by profession, I'm a clinical officer lecturer. and at the same time, I've done a specialty in health systems management at master's level. What I will say is that when we started at that time, this place was having only a few structures around. That road was not there, and because of the students, the road was tarmacked all around, and then joining the town roads and the major Webuye Town road. So we were able to have those as a result of the campus coming. Again, when we came here, the shops you see around and the kiosks were not there. They were not there. And even the value of land here was low. By then, you could get a plot here at around 40,000. But today, a plot around here is almost 1 million and so. And these structures were not there. These structures have come because of the students, because they are able to buy some things from the shops. They are able to buy boka, to buy maybe fruits from some of the kiosks around. And that is why you find that there are so many kiosks around. And also, one major thing that has happened is that we don't have enough accommodation on the compound. And therefore, we have the community also putting up hostels for students. And this has really benefited the community members, because most of them have put up hostels and they are earning from the students. So as I said, those kiosks I'm talking about again, those mamas who are operating them, they earn quite a lot from the students, because our students buy from their boka, they buy from their fruits and other things that they get from there. But again, as I'm saying, there is that staying. So people come up with hostels and students are paying for them. And that has encouraged development of hostels. This part of the town wasn't much developed by then. This part of the town, as you get from, they call it Lions, from Lions to T-Junction, the upper part was undeveloped. But because of the students, it has really developed. Students and staff, because staff are using the houses there, and the students are using also the hostels around. So that kind of development has really occurred and has helped the growth of the town. The offices we see around here, like the CDF office and the PCC office, came after KMTC had already come, because the environment was good, and that is why they brought in that, the offices of the DCC and other the heads of department for the sub-count. And that's how you find the place looks good as it is. Even the administration offices here were very much undeveloped. It was just a small camp. Today is a big camp that we see. So that's what we have as a benefit to the community. We have also kiosks where students get food. We have hotels and kiosks where students get food. So students are able to get food from here, and that's why you find some hotels even, apart from what we are seeing here. These other hotels also came after the school started. And therefore, we say that the school has really, the campus has really contributed a lot to the development of the town, the growth of the town. There was a time when Webuye Pan Paper went down. When Pan Paper went down, even those houses were not being used. But now students started occupying, because when Pan Paper went down in its production, most of the staff were stopped from working and therefore the houses were left because they went home. But those were occupied by our students. Our students are not staying only this side, they stay even beyond. So that is really contributing to the growth of this town. If I talk about health-wise, it has been good, because what has happened is that the hospital there is assisted, our teaching hospital, because our students work, especially the nursing students. They assist in working in the hospital. And they keep the hospital on their toes. They're cutting the standards that are supposed to be done, because there are standards which the Nursing Council will want to see, which the Clinical Officers Council will want to see, because it's a training hospital.
Yes, my name is Celestine Banda. I am a lecturer here in the Department of Clinical Medicine. So I am a clinical officer with a specialty in pediatrics, that is diseases of children, and then I'm also a medical educator. So I will speak briefly about KMTC. That KMTC is under the Ministry of Health, and we are under the management of the Board of Directors. And then we have our CEO. Then we have the senior managers. Then we have the principals at the campus level. Currently, we are having about 90 campuses across the country, offering various courses.
My name is Joyce Wambere Washira, the Deputy Principal Academics at Webuye KMTC. My background, I am a nurse by profession, and I have specialized in Masters of Public Health, Reproductive Health. That is my area of specialty. Within the 4 departments, we have got different courses that are offered, both at diploma level and also certificate level. So in the nursing department, we offer diploma in nursing, and in the clinical medicine department, we offer diploma in clinical medicine. Then for the health records department, we are offering upgrading diploma, and we are also offering certificates in the health records. And in the health promotion and community health department, we are offering 3 programs there. We have got a diploma in community health, direct entry, and we have got upgrading diploma, those ones who are moving from certificate to diploma, and we're also offering certificate in community health, which we refer to as CHA, that is community health assistant. Then recently we started off a new program, which is the healthcare assistant, which is a short course program, which is going for 1 year. Currently it's being housed in the nursing department. It's just taking 1 year, and it's a course that is really attracting the students probably who did not get very high grades to be able to qualify for courses such as clinical medicine and also nursing. Then the institution is intending to start new programs in the September intake. We are starting off a course in emergency medical technician, which is kicking off in the month of September. So the next intake will be having new students, and the course will be housed in the Department of Clinical Medicine. And then in the same September, we are also starting a health insurance course. So I believe come next semester we'll be able to have more programs on board, and of course that means that we'll be able to have more students. With our current population right now at 1,300, we expect that with the addition of the 2 new courses, then the student population will also be able to go high, and we believe that this will also have an impact with the community that is living around us, because most students within the college means that these students we need to look for accommodation because our current hostels are not able to accommodate the 1,300 students, and therefore these students must look for accommodation outside, and therefore when they go to look for accommodation, I believe that is able to have economic impact in the community that is around.
Where I am is Webuye CBD. Hapa sasa ndo the heart of Webuye Town. Hapa ndo biashara inafanywa. And ukiangalia there's a lot of people. Kuna wale wanauza nyanya, viazi, na nikushangaze kidogo. All these commodities, maybe niseme kama nyanya hivi, una viazi, most of them comes from Mount Elgon. All the way from Mount Elgon to this town. This town has opened job opportunities to a lot of people, and they are moving from regions to come and do trade here. As you can see, hao pengine hizi commodities kama hizi zinatoka kama kule Kitale, wanafika kule hapa kuuza. Kwa hiyo generally Webuye as a town has opened job opportunities to a lot of people. Na unajua wengine wajiuliza maybe hii inafanikishwaje katika soko hili. There's those security agencies ambazo zinasimamia. Here around we have police stations. Here around kuna wale ambao wanasimamia soko, wale wanafanya niseme kanjo. They like wanasanya ule ushuru kila siku kutoka eneo hili. Therefore in terms of security, all these business people are protected under the law.
Today, Webuye Market remains the lifeblood of this town, bustling with vendors, farmers, artisans, and transporters. It is where tradition meets entrepreneurship. Here, fresh produce from nearby farms mingles with textiles, electronics, and cultural artifacts. It is a living museum of commerce and culture. The market reflects the town's diversity, with Luya, Luo, Kikuyu, and all tribes represented in the market. But challenges persist, from waste management to infrastructure strain and competition from vendors. Yet the spirit of Webuye Market endures, adaptive, welcoming, and grounded in community.
The collapse of the pan paper is no longer inflicting anything on the growth of Webuye. Webuye has gained its own impetus of urban growth. And as it stands now, Webuye is an economic hub, serving not only Webuye West County, Webuye East County, or Bungoma County. It serves Kakamega County, all areas of North Kakamega County, including Matete, Lugari, all come to Webuye. It serves the lower part of Trans Nzoia, because it's the nearest urban center in terms of banking, in terms of other social facilities, medical, they come here. To some extent, Webuye Hospital is a referral hospital to some of the dispensaries around here.
With all these academic programs and that population, of course that is also affecting other businesses like the cloth industry, the boutiques, because our students are able to go for shopping for their clothes from those areas. The beauty industry, we have got the salons. Our girls, of course, want to look good, and therefore they must go to those salons to be able to seek beauty services, plaiting their hair, doing their nails, doing things like facials, which I believe is able to impact positively of the economic status of this community. So as we said that we started with 80 students, and that population of course has been able to grow over time. I think that is just telling us that as an institution, with the continued expansion, we will continue with the growth. It also means that it creates more business opportunities to the surrounding the surrounding community.
From Chetambe's defiant hilltop to the industrial rise and market pulse of today, Webuye has never stood still. It is a town that resists, rebuilds, and reimagines itself constantly. As traders call out, children run between stalls, and the train whistle in the distance, Webuye whispers its history to those who care to listen. This is Webuye Market. This is resilience in motion.